Jeros for Thomas Pecuna, NOLA.com at Episcopal High School with Clement Mubungirwa. I was finishing up your senior year. You just had exams today, Monday, and you will be graduating on Friday. And obviously the year started off really interesting for you, trying to figure out about being eligible for football and soccer, and a ruling went against you, and there was talk of what was going to be next for you. You decided you want to stay at Episcopal. Now here you are finishing out the year, and what's the year been like? What's it when you look at this year, without the sports for your last year here? What's it just been like to go through and finish up school and everything?
Going through here, I never thought about it being like this, but I'm glad I kind of, in my head before everything went on, I was thinking it's not gonna happen, so that kind of helped me go through the whole process. And this year, really, it's been kind of tough for me, just without the sports, without something, to kind of think about something else to think about. It's been, school, the whole year for me, and really nothing, to help me get through it. It's been school, tutors, and all other kind of. It's all mainly basically school.
Yeah. So when the ruling happened at the very beginning of football season, you weren't really surprised with the way it went.
Yeah, I wasn't. I don't know why, but I kind of accepted it. I already kind of accepted that I wasn't gonna play before it even happened. I was expecting for the worst, because if the good happened, then there we go, it happened.
Yeah,
that's what I was doing.
And then people wondered, would you stay here, finish out this last year without being able to play sports, or would you try and potentially go somewhere where you would be able to play sports your last year of high school? And what went into that decision? Because I know when we talked about it at that point, it was pretty quickly that you decided you were going to stay here regardless. What was kind of the thought process there, and how tough was it to figure out which way you were going to go with that?
I love this place. It's done a lot to me. It's changed me a lot, and it's made me the man I am today. And I did have some offers of some schools that wanted me to go over there and play, but really, the education you get here, you can't really get it anywhere else, And as far as right now, I feel really prepared, going into college more than anything. I feel really, happy with the decision that I made. And plus, I got to stay around, around my friends and all that, than going somewhere else where I don't know anything. I feel like I would have been totally lost, completely lost if I went somewhere else.
Were there days here where after playing, spending so much time with sports the last couple of years, where you would finish school and be like, this is kind of weird now, or anything like that all the time?
Totally, I feel like that every time. I kind of had to get used to it, I kind of got used to it, and also with that, I kind of found something else to do. If it was either find something to do or do nothing, or sit on your butt and get fat, and I wasn't up for that. So I started doing workouts after school or playing basketball. I've been playing a lot of basketball, and I'm not the basketball type, but I just do it, and just ended up being fun for me. It ended up passing the time and everything.
Was basketball the biggest thing in terms of something new that you picked up to kind of fill the time? Were there other kind of random hobbies that you ended up getting more involved in along the last year?
I got involved with some of the soccer guys. Some of the guys wanted me to go out, play or practice with them. And one of my friends, we did that a bunch. I put on my cleats, we go out there and play, or I'll be playing basketball, or be throwing football like 7-on-7, or just randomly throwing my friends, my brothers, or my sisters. I do that a lot. Yeah. And that's what became a hobby for me. That's all I've been doing.
You said, looking back at the time of deciding whether to finish here or not, there are no regrets. You're completely happy with the way the last year's gone, given the hand that y'all working with?
Yes, sir. Everything's good. To me, I feel like gave me time, to heal a little bit. And I don't know, maybe God telling me that maybe you need to take a year off. You never know what's really coming in front of me. So I'm going to go ahead and take what they gave me and, take no punishment, and then just move on to the next one.
You say it as punishment. I mean, do you view it as punishment?
I view it as punishment because, I don't know, it kind of put me through a lot. It changed me in so many ways. It made me want to get better every time I kind of thought about it. Every time I just thought about it. Every time, my first out there playing, I was like, man, I wish this and that. Because, it was painful going through that. It's a lot of pain. And especially a 19-year-old kid, I kind of view it as a punishment. But it is what it is. So, can't do anything about it right now. So.
You mentioned, I think you might have called it like a healing process or whatever of getting past it, accepting it, however you want to phrase it. At what point did you feel like you kind of, or I mean, have you yet settled into the way it ultimately went? At what point did you kind of feel like, well, this is the way it is, and I can be as upset about it, or mad about it, or sad about it as I want? It just doesn't. It's
not going to change anything if I'm mad or sad about it. So,
was there a point where you kind of hit that?
I mean, there was a point. Football, I don't know if it's football season, soccer. Well, football season, I was kind of involved in it with the team and everything. Soccer season started, I wasn't really involved, but I was still like sometimes around the guys, sometimes I went to the games. But I would say after soccer season, kind of, or during soccer season, that was a point where I was like, I'm not really doing anything. I'm not doing anything to get better for the future, for what's coming. I was like, you know what? I better do something before it catches up to me. So I ended up, just planning stuff, trying to, find a workout coach, which didn't happen. Trying to find out somebody to train me or somebody. Nothing can happen. So, I was like, you know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna look up stuff and do it all by myself. Yeah. And that's all I've been doing. It's all been me.
And so, I mean, the plan now: graduate Friday. Take some more classes at BRCC this summer, and then head to East Texas Baptist University, go play, and some more school out there. How did that plan end up falling in place?
That plan actually, we went over there. I went over there for a visit, and we were talking about school and stuff and how I could transfer over there, and that was the plan. If I take a year course or a year time, if I do 24 hours at BRCC, the faster I get it over, the quicker I can get in. So that's what I did this summer and fall. And if I get that done, I'll be able, to transfer over there this coming Christmas. And that sounded good to me. I was like, well, okay. And this sounds very far, and I get to spend a little time with my family, the people. Spend time in Baton Rouge, see what else we got left, what else it can do for me before I transfer, before I move over there. Yeah.
Did you, through everything early in the fall, did you start to doubt whether you would have that opportunity to play college sports, or did you feel like, we're going to find a way, and I'm going to finish what I have high school wise and everything, and I'll still get that opportunity? It might just not be right away.
Yeah. I knew God had something out there for me. I knew something was gonna pop up, and I just kept on praying. Me and my mama, my brothers, they all just kept on praying for me, and something happened. Somebody ended up calling, and we just thank God for that. At least I have a plan. At least I have something that I'm going towards, not like sitting on my butt, doing nothing. So I thank God that happened.
What was, whether for you or your mom or the family or any group of y'all, the reaction when y'all found out that East Texas Baptist was there as a possibility, once that started to kind of materialize that this is right in front of me, we can do it this way. What was that like to hear that?
I mean, that gave us hope. That really gave us hope. That gave us something to go after. And my mom was happy. My mom was like, "Oh, that's very." She was excited about it, and she still is, And that kind of lightened up. I kind of put a light out on my face. That was a door opening basically for me. And my mom, you know, she was really excited because she was so worried about, you know, where I was gonna go, what I was gonna do, and that kind of, you know, that kind of helped her get that off her mind and my mind too. That helped us a lot. You know, it's kind of like your hope, light, something to go for.
The next step in that process is obviously graduating on Friday.
Yes, sir.
What is that going to be like? You stayed here. You'll be graduating with all the folks you've been going to school with the last several years.
Yes, sir.
What's you know, the feelings and the emotions going to be like on Friday?
Wow, that's really hard to describe because, you know, I've never been in that position before. But if I could guess, there might be some tears for some people. You know, I mean, I don't know. But
Mom's probably going to cry.
Mom's gonna be happy. She's gonna be very happy. You know, because actually I'll be the first child to actually attend a college. So, you know, that makes her happy. That gives her something. And what describes what Friday's gonna be like, I don't know if I can. You know, because I haven't lived it yet, so I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna describe it. It's just so much excitement, you know, so much. I don't know what the word is for it, but it's just exciting for everybody.
Any more thoughts on just the path as it's gone and as it's kind of presenting itself still further? It's obviously it's taken some curves along the way, but what's it been like just from where you were as a kid to getting over here and then being at Episcopal and then everything in the spring and the fall and to now kind of see some level of not conclusion, but just see where it's extending toward. What's it like to kind of try and think about all that?
I mean, sometimes it makes me sad to think about it, but then sometimes it makes me happy, you know, because of how much I've come. You know, a lot of people can't say, I'm in America right now, where I'm from. And back then, that's what I used to dream about. I used to dream about being here. And just thinking about where we came from and where I'm at right now, if I was back there, all this is a dream. All this is totally a dream. Me playing football, me getting a little bit of fame on football, that's all a dream come true to me. Yeah. And it's still a dream to me. It's still will be a dream to me. And, you know, the little bit I succeed, that's, even if I never know, you know, that it's happening, it's just, I don't know how you put it in words, but as it's all been a dream to me, really. It's been a dream come true so far. And, you know, it just doesn't stop. It's going to keep on coming. And I'm going to have to work harder, even harder every time. But, you know, it's just what life is. And I just can't wait to see what comes ahead.
There you go. Clement Mubungirwa, graduated from Episcopal on Friday, and then a couple semesters worth of classes at BRCC this summer and fall, and then over to East Texas Baptist University. For NOLA.com, the Tom Speaking, Jarrett Roser.